All right. Now we're back into Mass Effect, and we are almost done here. Only got a few missions left. If you our journal, got pretty much just Ermire, Asari Diplomacy, the DLC mission, which is Bring Down the Sky, which we don't actually have a journal entry for because we haven't gone to the planet where it's happening yet. And I guess once all that is done, we can go see what we can do about Dr. Tassoni. Guess we can go pick up Liara.
Transmission coming in, Commander.
What?
I think you're going to want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Okay. And?
If you know something about Cerberus, you'd better tell me.
I suspect I know less about Cerberus than you do. I am merely an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Cahoe contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Right. What's in it for
Your
me?
deal died with Kohoku. Why should I help you?
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
Well, why didn't you lead with being well compensated? Yeah, totally.
I'll transmit the files.
I knew you were a reasonable man, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Zoom out. So, as promised, we are heading into Ermire. It's time. This is the big one. This is probably the one mission that you can rack up the most personal. There's a lot of implied death in the other ones, like wiping out the entire Rachni species. Sure, that's nice. You don't really get to see that. Our usual crew. Garrus and Tali.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our civilian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
From here?
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander.
Like, this is kind of a long distance view to check out the defense
Drop,
towers.
Commander.
Don't get cocked on me.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke
Why am I
around.
not in them? They're all right. Always like these little crap things. We wipe them all out too. I mean, we're not going to be like. Terrible ring. For this thing, I'm in controller. Switch to a different controller for the same controller I use for Final Fantasy. Wee bit too sensitive on some things. Oh, that's way better. We'll just stick with the zoomed in view. You guys over here. He's hiding really well today. Bit of this. I guess I'm just a bit rusty. I don't think we've played this since like August. Do this. Bounce. Bounce if you want to. I thought I killed you. How has that thing survived all of this? Else shooting at me. Ah! Hiding! Blind spot. That is being zoomed. Grab, guys! I think that's over here. Let's see. I think we can take him. Peggy. What the bounce he got? I'm dying. Fine. We can just change guns. I brick here. Wait, what were we shooting at? that what we were shooting at from the other room? I don't... Shots. Bullets will literally travel as far as you can see. Seasons. Oh. No. It's an AA cannon.
There's the artillery, Shepard.
One hiding out of...
Heading out?
Here's the one up.
That's a big gun. Hope we can find the off button.
If we don't find the off button, we'll just blow it up. I don't see what this is a problem. No! Charge at me, please. What I want. Left. I'm not 100% sure what damping does in it. Temporarily disables enemy biotics with attack with it. Oh, so it's like a silence. Okay.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to go, Shepard.
Else we can interact with. Always the mission that ends up tripping me up. I always think where there's at least this first part with the go and then there's always like more to it than I'm supposed to do, but there isn't. I don't know, I don't know why it's always tripping me up. Then I turn around and forget that this is even. There's a whole nother gate. Open up. Then the first gate you don't have to open. Then I don't know. For some reason it always, no matter how many times I've done it. shields up and dodging everything. What a terrible shot. I can't hit anything today. That's weird. Sabotage on warp on.
That's it. Nothing between us and the Solarian camp now.
Even Rex has to feel like he has to tell me exactly what. And this is meant no offense to Rex whatsoever, but face it, he's not exactly the smartest person on. I heard that, Shepard. Shepard Wazowski.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded.
We forgot to do our
Solarian captain
homework.
can explain when you get here.
But Joker, how are we supposed to go to the movies later? I don't know, Shepard. This is a sticky wicket.
There's the
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What?
That's just great. What now?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent?
Yeah.
I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with death.
So is it a base of operations or a research facility? Who's Saren?
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere, and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
Oh, that's...
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army? He'd be almost unstoppable.
Super Krogan.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be
They're
a
a
problem?
mistake.
We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
Don't worry about it, Captain.
I do worry. That's why I'm still alive. Why don't you go talk to the Krogan? My men and I
That
need
line's
some
gonna
time
be
to craft
really
a new
funny
plan of
here in
attack.
about an hour.
In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Ventola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. It looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might actually. Just do it carefully.
I'll be careful, but be ready, just in case.
You need someone to take him down. Guys wear funny hats. So Rex, how's it going? Fishing? Ah. Catch anything?
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
No, not the mission.
This has to be done. Saren's the enemy, not me.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
You can't, Siri.
I shouldn't have to explain that to you, Rex.
Indulge me. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
This isn't up for debate. You work for me.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base
Because you are the only Krogan I have ever met. You are hardly an excellent sample for your people. Okay, should I kill Rex? Or should I make Ashley? I mean, either way, he's gonna die. The first of what is going to be a couple different deaths on it. The real question is, how do I want to deliver that blow? Ooh. Because if I make Ashley do it, I could preserve something of a moral high ground. No, my hands are clean. I didn't kill the Krogan off. No, it was the space racist. What? Oh? It was wrong for her to do that? Well, I guess we'll have to take care of her next. Oh.
You bastard.
Not today, friend.
She does look like she kind of enjoys that a little bit.
What took you so long?
I decided to aim, you know, since you were standing behind him and all.
Wait, what? Did you just kill him, Chief?
Commander's orders.
Yeah, but I just can't believe it.
Why? He had a gun pointed at me, Kaidan.
I'm ready to go when you are, Commander.
It won't be an easy fight, but we're ready when you are.
Well, we solved the problem with Rex. What do you think of that, Butler?
You did the right thing with Rex. He could have jeopardized the whole mission.
I knew you'd be on my side.
The upcoming battle frightens me, but I know Saren must be stopped.
This always drove me nuts, too. There are two objects you can open, but only if Shepard is the one with the decryption skill in the party. This was a thing, like, BioWare used to do, where there'd be, like, chests that only be unlocked if you had built your main character a certain way. You couldn't rely on any other party member. This happens also in the Human Noble opening in Dragon Age Origins, where there's like 3 different chests that are locked that can only be picked if you pick the Human Noble origin and the Rogue class. Otherwise, those 3 chests you can't get them whatsoever. They don't do this later on.
I'm sorry the Krogan couldn't be reasoned with. Shall I arrange for a council-sponsored service? Or should we dump his body in the swamps?
He betrayed me. Leave his body here to rot.
I'll have my men drag his corpse to the swamps later, assuming we survive the assault on Saren's base.
Oh. Okay.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of
Yeah.
sorts. We can convert our ship's
We've got
drive system
plans.
into a 20-kiloton ordnance.
So many plans.
Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
I like it.
Good. I prefer a straight fight anyway.
It won't be that simple. We just don't have the numbers to meet them head on. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
Works for
I
me.
just hope you survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
That's a bold request.
You expect me to commit one of my people to your command?
We are all soldiers by trade. If your people are not prepared to face such a risk, would you really want them by your side?
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams at their best. I volunteer.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
That is still one of the best lines in this. Because, yeah, that's pretty much right on the money. Take Ashley.
Williams, you'll accompany the captain. No heroics, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing.
He
Do you
gets
have any
along great
questions
with
before we go,
aliens.
Commander?
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone, LT. You too, Commander.
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Yeah.
I just... Good luck.
Does this mean we have to take Caden?
It's a dangerous situation. Keep your eyes open and be ready for anything.
You bet, Commander.
Or can we just leave Caden behind and take Garrison Town?
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes.
I actually
Silent
really always
Step,
like this scene.
who defeated a
The
nation
speech by the
single shot.
Solarians.
Or the ever alert who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Arachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line.
I don't think you ever get that much more
Our
information on like
influence will
what the
stop
Solarians
staring.
were before their
In the battle
current
today,
incarnation.
we will hold
They apparently
the
were a
line.
militaristic race at one point,
Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
possibly on par with the Turians, but they ended up developing more towards espionage. Apparently, by the time they were spaceworthy, they were a armada. Good. Don't have to take Aiden. But then what always drives me nuts is the fact that, like, after this game, every other game after this
Com check. Do you read me, Commander?
treats Kirahi's little speech there, which is probably an emotional high point of the game for me. Like a joke? Like, it's like, oh yeah, Kirahi, hold the line, ha 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 ha. And it kind of always rubbed me the wrong way that they tried to, I don't know what the right word for it, like send Kirahi's speech up the river, downplay like what was a very emotional, like, solid bit of writing and turned it into like, oh no, he's a joke, ha ha ha. Because, like, I guess the fan base treated it like a joke. So they're like, yeah, we're in on the joke too. But honestly, I thought it rubbed me the wrong way.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
That line right there is the key to this planet. You see, you have the general approach of, you know that there's the Vermeer mission.
Williams with the E-Corps team. Lanovi, Jaeto teams, move. Time to get some attention.
There's... There's the two notable deaths everyone knows about. The Vermeer choice, Kaidan or Ashley, which we voted on Twitter. Who we're going to get there, so we'll see that culminate here in a bit. And then, of course, you know, whether you save or kill Rex, another big one. But there's actually a third death you can actually trigger here by making certain choices, which is the death of Kirrahe and his team. Oops. The exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. Essentially, there's like 3 different points on the way to get to the base where you can...
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat,
do things to assist Kirrahe's team. Like, right there was disrupt F communications. There's disrupt a bunch of drones. There's break up a fighter fuel section. There's different places that you can do stuff. And essentially, by not doing those, it increases a set counter of chances that Kirrahe will survive. And basically, by not doing any of them, you pretty much crank that up to 100%. You do everything. If you skip all the support things you can do, and then on top of it, send more forces when you get to the base to Kirrahe, you can kill off... Who did that? Which one of you did that? Well, hopefully we can still kill them off. Skip the others. That would blow up the satellite link there as one of them.
Aircraft
one of
heading
the
to perimeter stations to recharge.
companions doing it, blowing it up. I hope they didn't just screw us on that. fueling station is back there.
Captain
Get
Kieran
that.
is down. 8-4, form up commando. Hold that line.
Did we officially kill Kurt? I don't know if he's down or if he just... Hopefully that was the confirm that we actually killed him.
Shields disabled.
Holding ground. JL2 around. Shadow 2 must be getting close.
We're nowhere near.
We've got access to base security. We should be able to cut the alarms from here. Might even be able to trigger alarms on the far side of the base.
There we go.
It'll clear out the guards for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
Well, they can handle it.
Williams can take a few more. Minimize the guard presence at the base.
I hope they're ready for this.
What is the worst thing that could happen? Well, I'm realizing I probably should put some points in. I think Tally has never had any of her points assigned the entire game. Oh, neither has Garrus. We got 4 more points left. Max out his tactical armor or his assault rifle. Tally, on the other hand, has had more points put in. I guess we've used Tally more often than we have. Garrus. I had no idea. Garrus, probably could. Only to have 2 options. Then the Thunder 5. Well, you're mostly going to be pistols. Leto. I'm shotguns. Tally is pistols. Hey, we should probably actually double check, make sure everyone's using. Ali is using an assault rifle. You got it backwards, you two. Oh. One shot from the Juggernaut takes out my entire entire armor or shield and chunk of my health. Nuts. I'm on, I think, the easiest difficulty.
Huh? Is someone out there?
No, no one's out here. Go away.
I smell trouble.
Asshole, hold your ground! Damn it! We're being flanked!
Almost had it.
Take cover!
Yeah, I do not think that the commander is. That door's.
What do you want? I told you everything.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Tell me
it's right.
more.
I knew
Want to
something
know
would come.
more.
It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Nobody's going anywhere till I get some answers.
Private Mano Savada of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured while on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
Fit to fight?
Can you help me, or will I be carrying you out of here?
I'll be at your back every step of the way. I just need to get out of here and away from that incessant whispering. They've piped it in for days now.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
He's not part of the mission.
No. No. I need to get out.
Let's
This
drive
room
him
is too
nuts.
small and it keeps talking and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
I don't give a fuck!
I can't take that chance.
Can't take that chance. No chance. I need to do what it says. I have to. Let me out. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
And that set off the alarm, I guess? Try the elevator. Oh boy.
What's going on? Where are they going? Where is Sarah?
I always wondered about this guy. It's another like Krogan scientist who's been here working on like genophage. Got these big tanks and everything. I always wondered if he was somehow connected to Okir. But there's nothing. I mean, literally nothing to connect. But wouldn't that be interesting? And door. Okay, it says it's locked, but we can open it. Bridge that's up.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
Everyone in this place is trying to kill me.
Especially
like
these two.
I'm a neuro specialist, and this job isn't worth dying over. Or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
What are you talking about?
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us in the dark as much as possible.
You helped him and you didn't even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating.
So
This
it's like
position
most
is a little
corporate
more
jobs.
permanent than I'd expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
You conducted brutal experiments on helpless test subjects. You helped Saren. You don't get to live.
I just did what I was told. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry.
Well, if we don't kill her here, we can kill her in the second game. I'm kind of curious what happens in the second game if she doesn't live.
Sorry doesn't help your victims.
No! No!
We don't get the funny scene where we tell her that, like, we're about to nuke the place, and then you have, like, a few minutes to get the heck out of here. Ooh. I don't remember if that Codex report was actually something you could... Got that one before. It drives me nuts when games have, like, a thing where you can't get 100% of all of, like, the lore stuff that unlocks in, like, a journal or... Oh.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
This one's got a thing around it. My God, it's an ad for Razer. Must buy overpriced computer peripherals.
This is not good.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Yeah.
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a level of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
You know, I've played this entire trilogy several times here, Sovereign, and you're not really that beyond comprehension.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Again, one of those things that, like, once you've played the entire trilogy, this conversation seems really weird, out of place. Like, oh yeah, organic life is just blah, 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 blah. But these things are made from organic life. They're just processed. You know, like chicken nuggets. Reapers are the chicken nuggets of the galaxy. Saying that.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Like,
cycle?
Yeah,
What
the cycle idea is the only thing that, like,
Has
sticks
repeated
around.
itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
I don't understand.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
Yeah, that is accurate, but for the wrong reasons, that it turns out. Like, again, it's very clear they didn't have the answer to their own questions at this point when they were writing this. Like, they wrote this cool mystery, but much like J.J. Abrams, they didn't actually have the answers yet.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
All right, who broke it?
Your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This
I broke it, Sarah.
is over.
No, you didn't. Who broke it?
Commander, we got trouble.
Lay it on me, Joker. I love bad news.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console's been disabled. Orders, Command.
I don't know why, but this console's been disabled. What are your orders? Let's go set the nuke. I don't know why that just sounds funny to me.
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joker out.
What kind of blow away? Tally has some abs.
The gap you're turning. Shepard must be getting close. Janto, circle around. Keep them here. Keep them...
Keep them where? To the left? To the right? Probably one of the most annoying enemies to fight in this game because they have a thing where they can heal themselves back to full. I don't think IREX actually had it as an option, but the enemies do. When they start flashing white like that, they'll just start healing themselves up. Even if they're on the ground and knocked out and look like they're dead, they can heal themselves all the way back up to full and then right back. Oh, it's you guys. A good lesson for D&D dungeon map. Have a flying enemy, just don't let them land. Oh, okay, so where'd you guys come from?
Nice work on that gun, Commander. We've got the other one in our sights.
Well, I wouldn't have turned it off, but the game wouldn't let me progress unless I did.
There's the gun. Clear those gaps and get the charges set.
Did you just throw a grenade at the door before it was open?
Charges are set. Everyone get low, now!
Hey, we made it to the... I don't exactly know what this is supposed to be.
All right! Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
Like a fountain? That's right, we're going to nuke corporate architecture. How come I never see these guys on the ship? You think I'd remember Blondie here?
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
Yeah,
The
why
nuke is
aren't you
almost ready.
here?
Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. Captain Kirahi is dead. We'll never
Score!
make the rendezvous point in time.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Negative! Just make sure that nuke is set. We'll hold them as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
So you need someone to set us up the bomb?
You keep that nuke safe.
That's a good thing I've got 2 people in reserve. Throw him in the air. That's everyone. So, how do you guys feel like this is going?
Reinforcements. We better hurry.
Heads up, LT. We just spotted the troop ship. And it's
Like how, despite the fact that you never see the currency being used in any sort of form, the symbol in the menu for Mass Effect 1 for credits is just coins. Feels like it's a default asset from whatever, or like left over from some other game.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many. I don't think we can survive until you get here.
So those who
I'm
know,
activating the bomb.
What the hell are you doing, Alenko?
so for those who were not privy to the poll that we did on Twitter for
It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
what we're doing, we put forth, asked people, who do you want
Go back and get Alenko.
us to keep around? Because ultimately, both of these characters will die. If they'll die here or they'll die in Mass Effect 3. So the question is, who do we want to stick around for 2 more games? And we put up a poll, and who should die, and generally it was taken that Kaidan. Kaidan is who we need to kill here. In a vote for, I think it was 3 votes to 1.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander.
It's the right choice, and you know it, Ash.
I don't make
Fight
wrong
hard,
choices.
Die proud.
Aye, aye, Commander.
My general approach to this in like my normal, like non-challenge playthroughs is usually to kill Kaidan, because one, Kaidan's a character that does not appeal to me as a player. I get that there is a type of player that likes Kaidan. Like, there are big Kaidan fans out there. There are. But I've never been one of them. He comes across as a bland character to me. And Ashley, despite her many flaws, is a more interesting character. So I tend to keep her around. Not to mention, Kaidan just kind of handles the whole... handles the whole being left to die thing a lot more gracefully than Williams does. She kind of guilt trips you if you try and leave her behind. It always bugs me. Makes me feel bad. But Kaidan's just kind of like, I will die as a soldier and do my duty. But I intentionally set up the teams this way because I don't really ever get to see the AA tower side of things. Like, normally this is a fight with, you know, Saren in the big water area.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
You work for, Reaper?
Sovereign and its kind destroyed the Protheans. What else is there to understand?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist.
No!
Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
No!
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
It's a facility to research indoctrination. As in, you are indoctrinating people there. Why did you think this would be safe for you?
You're like every other poor bastard in this place. A tool Sovereign can use, then cast aside.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Yeah, dude, you are like 80% machine at this point.
Sovereign's
RoboCop
you
is
and you
looking
don't
more
even know it.
fleshy than you.
You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Don't you see? You're just a tool. Sovereign's using you. In the end, you'll be tossed aside with all the rest.
Do you think you can sway me, Shepard? Do you think I haven't already thought of this?
I'm fine with that. It's my kink.
It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
I'm not like you. I'd rather die fighting than live as a slave.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed.
Again, a funny thing that'll come around in the third game as being kind of a bookend to this whole situation. We'll talk about it when we get there. Have a adrenaline burst. Oops, the shield went down. What? Are we winning, son? I don't know. This makes more sense because he's like holding him up over a cliff, an edge of a tower, whereas in the other one he just kind of holds him up over the water. Like, yeah, that's threatening. Renegade trigger, renegade trigger.
All right, everybody, hang on.
Gotta nuke him from orbit. The only way to be sure. We did it! Maximum number of kills.
I can't believe Kaidan didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
We had to leave him behind. Saren has to be stopped, at any cost.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
You'll get your turn.
Chief Williams, I am your commanding officer. I did what I had to do. Don't question my orders.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But it should have been me. Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Get it together, soldier. Kaidan's blood is on Saren's hands. And when we find that son of a bitch, I'll make him pay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We'll get it done.
But how are we gonna find him, or the conduit?
What about that beacon, the one in the base? Did it give you another vision? Did it show you where the conduit is?
Still not clear. And we've only got one lead left. The Artemis Tau cluster. Crew, dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Yeah, sure.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
I hope you don't plan to cut us off like last time, Commander. What you discovered on Vermeer is too important.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
Sovereign's the real problem here. The Reapers wiped out the Protheans. We're next.
Humans or everyone?
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's real.
I talked to it.
Saren even admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Oh, looks like we lost the signal, Joker.
Understood, Commander.
Well, I did what I could. If they don't want to believe me, I don't have to sit there and argue with them about it. So the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect comes with one of the 2 DLCs they did for the original Mass Effect 1. Will Bring Down the Sky. It definitely an example of early Xbox 360 DLC where it's pretty much just a little mission. Like, that seems like it was something that was going to be included and then got cut. And most people probably never even played it. The other DLC, which was more of a combat arena type thing, apparently they lost all the code to and couldn't recreate it for this. Remember to back up everything. Don't know how many times I've seen like remasters and updates and all sorts of different things end up coming up to get delayed or have to become shelved, or we would like to do it but we can't, all because no one saved the source code. That was apparently a real bad thing at Square Enix too, where that's why all the later ports and
Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57.
had to all the later versions of the Final Fantasy VII ports of the original game were all based off of the Eidos version of the game. Just because the only people who saved the code for it were the people who made the PC version of it back in the...
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
So in this mission, essentially, there's a group of terrorists. They have set up these giant rockets, engines on this asteroid, and are driving them towards this planet. Why? Guess we'll find out. Okay, there's what's shooting. Oh wow, we're actually taking some damage. There's the car. And the reason this DLC was actually kind of cool at the time, and is something that doesn't get really talked about because, as I said, I think a lot of people just missed that it was a thing even. DLC was kind of a new concept at the time. Especially on consoles. Was this? Despite the fact that the Batarians get mentioned a lot in the game, including having to tie in heavily to at least one of the backstories you can pick for Shepard, you never actually see them except in this DLC. Yeah, if you never played Bring Down the Sky, you would never have seen a Batarian until Mass Effect 2, in which, you know, they're all over the place. Yeah, in Mass Effect 1, this is the first chance you actually ever got to see the Batarian.
Reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
If I say yes, is that answering the "was that me" or can I hear her?
I hear you. What's going on? Who are you?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by
Terra
Batarian
Nova,
extremists.
New Earth.
I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
They want.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Okay. There are tires sitting in the middle of the hallway. I mean, it's not tall enough to be any sort of a defense mechanism. Although I think, if I recall... Yes! There's a bunch of random things in this for some reason that are all movable with, biotic powers.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
You can't go firing your weapon at everything that moves. What the hell's wrong with you?
Only I get to do that.
Sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Here's the tip.
2 eyes, human. 4 eyes, Batarian.
Why'd you hold up 5 fingers?
I'll remember that.
Leave the fighting to me from now on. Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Is it a gated suburb, Simon? Was it redlined property, Simon?
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate.
Good schools, nice community, no aliens.
Proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Should I requisition a cow to walk through ahead of me?
Look, you can disable them, just not remotely.
Not a cow, that's ridiculous, Shepard. Use chickens.
There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch
or monkeys
facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them.
I don't care.
These Batarians are ruthless.
They're all dead.
I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
4.5 million people are gonna die in a few hours. Don't make me trot out some tired platitude about the needs of many versus few.
But
Thank
if you
you.
see them while... No. You're right. Focus on the torches. Sorry. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
Time's running short. I better get moving.
I think I'll make myself scarce in case any Batarians come back. Good luck, Shepard.
The other reason you might recognize something in this, if you've never played this DLC, is if you played the rest of the trilogy, you might recognize a few names, because they actually ended up getting brought up a few times in like broadcast or background noise. Maybe at one point? Transmission. But Kate, who is the woman we're communicating with from the facility, I believe gets mentioned in a radio broadcast
All kinds of interference.
in Mass Effect 2, even if you don't complete this DLC.
There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolition nearby. Proceed on foot.
Want me to proceed on foot? Fine. There's mines everywhere. I don't think I've ever found a route where you don't trigger at least some of those. Not like set them off or anything. Trigger the proximity. What? Helped us. Shows someone's behind us. Hey, here? I don't see anyone. All lined up and I popped them. Can I do this without? Yeah, I could do it before killing everybody.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off.
I'm good at that.
Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Oh! He's a green one. That means something, I'm sure.
Who's shutting down the torches?
Subtitle was a bit early on that one.
I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it.
Barry.
Get her out of here!
Did he spawn all the bad guys? Oh, that's an interesting thing to note. Hey, Mathilde! I hope you are having a lovely day. Looks like you've got a little black bunny. Well, I'm hoping you're having a lovely morning despite that. Hope you slept well. How's that? Okay, take care of them kitties. Let's see. Stop running over all the lights. Dang it. Get to the next torch. We have to go behind me. Oh. There's the boost button. I always forget which one's the button. Yeah, this is the very first Mass Effect. This is actually the DLC, Bring Down the Sky, for it. before they kill me. I would actually say the Legendary Edition is actually well worth it if you plan on playing through the trilogy. It comes with all the DLC. It comes with updated graphics for some of the older games. Like this one has new high-definition HD 4K graphics added to it. So all the armor and everything looks way nicer. It's definitely the definitive way to play the whole thing, because you get pretty much everything. With the exception of one of the original Mass Effect 1 DLCs that they couldn't recover the code for. Punch. Worry about Arabic. Go away as soon as I do this. We've now found it. A phone call. Yeah, it definitely does have some moments where it feels dated, especially the first one still. There are some mechanics that are just things they don't do anymore. Just kind of like signs of the time type of stuff. At least the controls got updated so that a lot of the controls from Mass Effect 3 are now applied backwards to Mass Effect 2 and 1. So combat's a little bit better.
Doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
But the general design is, it definitely feels very 2006.
I've got nothing to say to a Batarian terrorist.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little...
Yeah, if you could pick it up on sale, that's probably the best way to do it, just because then you have it and whatnot. And I do see it go on sale fairly frequently. It's also, if you have Xbox Game Pass or anything like that, like the Ultimate Game Pass on the PC or whatnot, it's on there too. $8? Great deal then. Great deal. You're getting more than $8 worth of content, even if it's kind of dated.
That's reason enough for me.
Damn it. Get him! No one leaves!
There's another guy to put to the list. I am a huge supporter of Mass Effect Andromeda. I get that there was some like graphical glitches like way early on when the game first launched. It didn't help that the fact that the day 1 patch came out on day 1, so all the people who had early access didn't have the day 1 patch. I don't think that's helped. But overall, it's still a great game. The only thing you really need to keep in mind with Andromeda, in my opinion, is if you go into it, you have to think about it like it's a different game. You're not saving the galaxy like in Mass Effect 1 through 3. That's not the goal. You're an explorer, so exploration is the main theme. And if you go into it with that mindset, I think it's a lot more... It definitely... I am a huge fan of Andromeda. And I was actually really excited to hear on N7 Day that apparently in the next Mass Effect 4, 5, whatever they're calling it, takes place... Andromeda is still canon within the universe. They actually dropped a little thing that there was a distress signal sent from the Andromeda galaxy that they're picking up as the tease. Oh, and now it's the most annoying part of this DLC. So the entire time we've been doing on this rock, we've been going around and we've been fighting things, and every time we get to one of these little torches, there's a bunch of cannons that shoot at us, right? Yeah, pain in the butt. But here, someone had the brilliant idea of, let's put them on rails. They move around on you now. I have done this on the hardest difficulty. It is a nightmare. Weird, the other ones aren't triggering. Usually there's more in there. Oh, hey, this is where that guy was shot. They were kind enough to move his body, but not clean up the blood. Time for a boss fight. Run around. Taken by surprise by coming around back. But in fact, that doesn't actually change anything. They know where I am. These drones. One thing I was really glad they got rid of in the later games. These freaking drones. Sounds like bobbing up and down. They're terrible if you shot them. I suppose I could use one of my other guns, but I don't have any skill in anything else. Oh yeah, bomb. Where are the rest of them? What are you doing in here? Down in the library? Getting some reading done while the attack is going? I mean, good on you for improving your education, but time and place, my friend. You're the only one who talked to me. I should almost let you live for that.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable, but this is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up.
Don't you guys have like an entire section of the galaxy that's just yours?
Don't make it sound like you're the innocent party here. You brought it upon yourselves.
Really? You invaded our space, took our resources, and when we asked the Council for aid, they brushed us off. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
Like, me specifically and my kind?
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
I could ask you the same thing. How many innocent Batarians died at Torfan?
43.
Or had you forgotten about that?
Torfan was retaliation for your attack on Elysium. You pushed, we pushed back.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest...
I feel like I'm on a talk show on like a 24-hour news network. Be like, hey, what about this point? Shoot, that's a good point. Cut his mic. Cut his mic!
I'm not letting a terrorist like you go free. Do what you want with the others, but it'll be the last thing you do.
I hope this is worth it!
Haha. Hey, the joke's on you, Balak. I wanted them to die. Are they running away, or what? Oh. Pretty sure you guys just failed as bodyguard. You guys can leave now. No, I know I'm supposed to kill everybody. Everybody with a name, my friend. You guys are just generic bodyguard 1 and 2. I don't really care about you guys. More than I care about your weird dogs. I'll punch you around a little bit. There you go.
You humans think you're so superior. But you're no better than us. I gave you a chance to save them, and you threw it away! Who's the real terrorist here?
The one who's dropping an asteroid on an entire planet. I would say that one. That is the real terrorist here. Maybe.
But you're dead.
Alright, let's leave.
Is it safe?
This facility is secure, but the Batarians can always attack another colony.
I hope someone like you will be around to stop them. You did it. Another hour in our core ran the numbers, Shepard, X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Have you found Katie and her team?
They're dead.
Malik murdered Katie and the others. Blew them up with a bomb.
All of them? Katie? And her brother, everyone?
You had a brother?
I thought you were... Couldn't you save them?
You need to understand something. Not everyone out here in the big bad galaxy likes humans. It's not safe. Some days the bad guys are gonna win. You ask me, the good guys made out pretty well today.
Yeah.
So this son of a bitch, this Bap, at least he's dead, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Good. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family.
No, you are doomed to
Before I go,
stay
I'd like
here
to
on this asteroid by yourself for the rest of time.
As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
That Omni tool of yours looks handy and expensive. Your gratitude go that far?
How could I say no to the man who saved my home and family? I hope
I like how you have to have a good enough, like, charm or intimidate to get the Omni tool. Other than that, you just get armor.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
And plus, it is a rank 10. Omni tool. Oh. One of the best Omni tools in the game, if I recall. Considering now we're stuck with these two. Pretty good plan then. I don't know what that exclamation mark is. I think that's the save them people thing? But the fact that they're all dead? Game still wants me to go in here, I guess. They blew up. Dead. Save. And then in true Mass Effect 1 style, it makes manually leave the whole building and plant. Despite the fact that there's literally nothing left down to do down here. I suppose I could go turn on the radio station. There's a radio station you can turn on and listen to while you're on this, doing this mission. Not really a point to it, but it is a thing. Aw, man, Garrus gets a cool helmet. Pretty much doesn't have much anything to turn to the Normandy. Let's see, we got about an hour left of stream. Not enough time to do another main mission. Actually, no, we actually probably can go get Liara at this point. We actually probably have just enough time to actually go. We get treated to the fun scene. Yeah, some people may be curious why I decided to leave Liara out to the very end. And part of that is we were in Asgard, apparently. Part of that is the fact that Liara is the only character you can't kill in the trilogy. Like, seriously, there is no possible way to kill her. hence why she's the only character that shows up in the Mass Effect 4 or 5 trailer that put out a while. Because there's no possible scenario in the entire game that would result in her being dead. But there is a fun little thing you can do with Liara. You can't kill her, you might as well kill her sanity.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Well, why didn't you drop me closer? Yeah, see, in the Legendary Edition, this planet looks so much better than it did on the original 360. Nice little drive, Sunday drive, across the burning volcano planet. Ugh, and then Geth show up. Geth. They always ruin everything. Right, Tali? But they seem to be easy enough to kill. Why didn't the Quarians just shoot them, Tali? Why aren't you talking back to me, Tali? Why are you looking away from me, Tali?
Trying to knock down the front door seems stupid. Maybe we can find the side window?
Doors to what? Just 3 cannons. I like that I can bounce the tires around. Shoot in there and... Yeah, I can! Nice! I figure if we take the time, we can get everything done except for the final mission. Then next time we play, we can just finish up Mass Effect 1. This is kind of a night and day difference to doing this at the beginning of the game. This is the very end. You do this first thing, and like all these things are like the Colossus, and all this stuff is like a real challenge. Even in the Mako. Here, it's just kind of like, you have enough armor and healing to just pretty much plow through all this stuff. I can't drive straight though. I don't know how to do. I also like doing Liara last because there's also the idea of the fact that, despite the fact that we were doing this huge mission to save everyone, we keep getting all these different clues and information. We have no idea what to do with any of it because we don't, like, the cipher is unusable. The information about the Mu Relay is unusable. All this stuff just cannot be done anything, you can't do anything with it until you get Liara. So, at the end of it, you're just sitting there just going, I don't. Gotta be a bit discouraging after a while, you think? Thanks for handling that one, guys. They have lift now. Oh, let's move on.
Get down!
Accidentally just figured out what button on this controller does the grenade. I'm a genius! Now let's see what this boss fight's like. This thing's gonna be a wee bit easier. Oh no, it's one of those things that we've fought in a lot. Oh no, it's another one of those things that we've fought in a lot. Fighting a mech and a creature? Yeah, pretty much. For some reason, despite the fact that the Geth are incredibly mechanical and like are you're pretty much told from the get-go they are just machines, they all have a very strange organic design to some parts. Never quite got. What else is... Yeah, a lot of the Geth look surprisingly organic by design, and I'm not entirely what the lore behind that is. It's like once you start talking to a lot of them, like the second game and whatnot, they're very clear about they're incredibly utilitarian. Their ships don't have windows because they don't need windows. They're see everything through the sensors because they're just a hive mind of programs.
Around the ruin after it was built.
So why they decided to make some of them look organic and like geckos? Is looking for a dead instrumentation. I think this is.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Hi.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help. Are you real? Oh no, don't be stupid, Liara. Humans cannot come here. You're hallucinating. And talking to yourself. Oh, goddess. I am going to die here.
You could drive her crazy by just getting her last. Completely this is the only way to get this dialogue, and it's just I find it hilarious.
We're here to save your sorry ass, so snap out of it.
You're rude for a hallucination. My subconscious must want to punish me for being this stupid.
Doesn't matter what you think. I'm getting you out of there.
You almost had me convinced there. I would not expect a hallucination to be defiant. Well, I'll play along. As you can see, I am trapped here. If you're as real as you claim, find a way to get me out.
Okay.
There's some kind of repulsion field in the way.
Yeah, no,
it's
duh.
a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth.
Did I try to make my character look like the Chad meme? Does he? Because he looks kind of grotesque to me, comparatively. No, the original intent was to make him look like a death's head. So gaunt and skeletal-like.
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
But he does, I guess, with the curves. I guess I could see it. It looks like the Giga Chad guy.
Of your imagination. Listen, if you're real, Find some way past the barrier curtain. Find some way to deal with the Geth. Then use the control panel to release me. If you're not real, leave me alone. I'm tired of talking to myself.
But you're not talking to yourself. You're talking to a hallucination that you created. Not the same thing. I mean, neither are probably terribly healthy, but it doesn't mean they're the same thing. Not that. Harold dead. Matilda, thank you so much for the sub. Well, that's just Eve. He's always here helping me out. Ooh, slay the princess. Well, even if you're lurking, you still get yourself a bun now.
Now I am hallucinating that you are inside the tower. I must be getting worse. Earlier I even imagined I heard thunder.
We used the mining laser to bore through.
You bored through? You're real, aren't you? By the goddess, you're real.
Thank you, Siri Amico, for 2 months.
I'm sorry. I thought you were a hallucination. I thought I was going mad. Please get me out of here before more Geth show up.
Like how all the bunnies jump when there's a sub. Yeah, the original intent was to make him look like Skeletor or something like that.
Back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on. I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oh, good. We're all gonna
We have
die.
to hurry. The whole place
That fits.
is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
No, it's okay, Tali. We've got a boss fight still.
Surrender. Or don't. That would
we don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
No one likes charge. No one has a melee weapon. Yeah, I watched the VOD for that. I was so happy with the one he picked for me, because it's like, he had no way of knowing this, but like sniper rifles are my preferred weapon in a lot of games. Swords are up there with, like, I love to use like big swords. Transformations, I grew up on Transformers. It was just a perfect pick for me. I didn't even know there were Gundams named after Battle or Watership Down characters, which is kind of cool on its own. Rocks fall. It's only taken like 12, 13 hours of gameplay, but we finally got the full team. Oh wait, no, a bunch of them are dead now.
Exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I heard that.
It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it
That's
deserves.
why it makes sense that, like,
my youth, other Asari scholars
with
tend
the new
to
information we just got
dismiss my
about Mass
theories on
Effect
what happened to
4,
the
I
Protheans.
think is what they're actually going with in terms of the name, but it's she can live. She is the only character on the main crew that can be alive long enough for the Andromeda expedition to have made it all the way to the other galaxy and sent a message back. So the fact that she's around in the trailer makes sense, because she would be like 1,000-something years old at that point, which is fine for an Asari.
They were wiped out by the Reapers, a race of sentient machines.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
I am a very well-informed hallucination.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Not to mention your little run-in with Sovereign. I'd call that definitive proof.
And then there's the Cypher. I'm not sure what that other Asari did to you, but she did something.
Sovereign? The Cypher? A Prothean beacon? I'm sorry, this is all a bit overwhelming. I need a moment to collect myself. I have spent most of my adult life investigating the Prothean extinction. Decades of intense academic study and field research. And for what? I never thought it would end like this. You show up and tell me all the answers just fell into your lap. It isn't fair. All those years wasted.
There's a rogue Spectre out there looking to destroy the galaxy. So quit whining and help me stop him, or I'll drop your ass back in that volcano.
I am sorry, Commander. I don't know what came over me. You are right, of course. We have to stop Saren. That is
Those
all that
darn
really matters.
academics.
You said you have visions from the beacon. Let me join my consciousness to yours. Maybe my knowledge of the Protheans can help clarify this vision.
I don't have a choice. It sounds like it'll hurt, though.
Make it fast. Time's a waste.
Time is a wasting it. Cut off the dialogue.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
E. Whoever had to film that because I'm pretty sure some of that at least is actual live action footage. Pretty sure whoever came up with had to film some of that had a lot of fun.
Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
We don't
Volcano.
have a moment. Snap out of it and tell me what you saw.
Volcano threat.
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos. The conduit is on Ilos.
I've never heard of a world called Ilos.
I'm not surprised. Ilos is in a region of space accessible only through the Mu Relay. But the Mu Relay was lost thousands of years ago. Nobody knows where it is.
I have the coordinates for the Mu Relay.
What?
You do? But how? Never mind. If you take us to the Mu Relay, I can give the vectors to take us to Ilos.
Would it make you feel better if I told you I got them?
They're not fond of Alliance ships over there, or Spectres.
Would it make you feel better, Liara, if I told you I got the coordinates from your mom that I killed? Maybe? Feels like our Shepard is always angry. He is. His existence is just perpetual anger. That's why he's trying to destroy the universe. That's the real reason you're chasing down Saren. Saren is a rogue Spectre who's trying to destroy the galaxy. That's our job. We don't like the fact that he's trying to one-up us.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren is heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren will have his whole fleet in orbit around Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. They will assemble a fleet to accompany you. Together you can... Oh... I am feeling a little faint all of a sudden.
You've been through a lot. Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you.
Go see the doc. Oh, we don't have to report to the council for that one. Nice. I think the only thing we really have left here yeah, we left them. They're all dead. Visual read? No. Private. Hostile takeover that. This and Hades Gamma and Han of Gemini Sigma.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel.
Oh,
the
we gotta do this
Council's
part
massing a joint
first.
species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Took them long enough. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Into the Excel spreadsheet.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
We changed the
Ambassador is
locks.
correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Nothing.
Ilos
We
is
don't
only
care.
accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
No, his greatest weapon was the giant doomsday robot thing that he pilots.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
Yeah.
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Yes, with your help.
Commander, I've got a message from Captain Anderson.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Well, flux that.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer,
Oh,
Major
yeah.
Kyle. Major Kyle and his cultists refused to surrender and were killed in the resulting firefight.
All of them are dead. First things first, we gotta go talk to Nasana. Let's see. Tell her that we killed her sister, I think.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Oh, I want to talk to you. Weird purple robot ghost. Asana. How goes the Fire Nation?
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead. I killed her myself. If you don't want to end up like her, start talking.
No need to raise your voice, Commander. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
Now we must only deal with my brother Zuko.
Next time, do your own dirty work.
I am sorry I wasn't honest with you. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
I'm a Spectre, not some merc for hire. I can find credits anywhere.
True, but I'm the only one who can authorize you to purchase prototype
Don't I?
Asari mods.
Yes, it is Azula's
I will
voice
get you
actor. It's
added
great,
to our
Elise.
manufacturer's preferred
Whose voice is
client list.
Nasana.
I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye,
Don't I
Shepard.
lose companions by
It's been a
trying to
pleasure
destroy the
doing
universe?
business with
Yes. I've already lost 2. I'm going to be losing a lot more.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
And hopefully, by the end of the trilogy, the only one left alive will be Liara. Oh, I never did this quest. Does anyone stay because they want to destroy the universe too? I don't think so. I don't think you actually have any, like, evil companions like that. You have at least a couple that just hang around because they just want to get paid, though.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
You had to know what was going to happen. Why didn't you warn me?
I tried. The ambassador wouldn't let me get a message through before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we
He doesn't have
override the
any
ambassador's
TV
orders,
for at least
we can
3
get them to
weeks.
bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
I can handle it, but only if I, like, fully commit to the bit. Like, there's no just being a jerk. I have to be just downright... No sensible person in this situation would care about this. Like, the goal isn't to kill your companions, but you can, and I am using that as an advantage to wipe out as many people as I can through a single playthrough of these games. Which is insane. But it's the way I do things. Whereas there's other ones, like, I can't be evil in a Fallout game. I can't. It's like everybody is already in kind of such dire straits in those games. I feel awful if I try and be evil in it. Because there's no over-the-top, insane evil route. There's just being a jerk.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The ambassador won't forgive this, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
If you're lucky, the patrols won't catch you.
I'll be careful. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
I think every now and then you just hear a voice in the background of that scene just... There. Like Stitch is in here somewhere. What species is making that noise? Gremlins? I mean, it could be. Because there's nothing else in there that makes sense.
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment of your time?
Because, I mean, the only thing you see in the club are humans, Solarians, Sari, and maybe a Volus? But none of them talk like that.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away.
Oh no.
The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes.
Yeah, sure.
Kahoku...
Natural causes. That's what we call being fed to a bunch of alien monster beasts.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Sir, this is a restricted area. Sir, you can't...
And it looks like he died of natural causes. Sir, it appears that he was eaten.
Freeze! Back away
Oh,
from
the
the
circle of life, rookie.
Hands up! Now!
I don't know, what do we... Oh, that's what we're waiting for.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
Hit the button. We just got Anderson shot in the knee. I know, right? They're very unusual in this game. Very strange to see just a normal looking dude. It helps that they got to bring back Joker's, I think it's his Mass Effect 3 model, and just bring it into the older games for the Legendary Edition. So you could tell, like, some of these guys...
Can't believe we stole the Norman. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
Some of these people do not have more up-to-date models because they aren't in the later games, but Joker is in all 3 games, so he remodel. We're going Gemini Sigma? Hades Gamma. This Joker came first. This Joker predates that Joker by like a decade. I love the Persona games myself. They're a commitment. I don't think I've played a Persona game that I haven't ended up sinking at least like 100, if not 200 hours into. So the goal here for this side quest is we have to go kill 2 mob bosses. And then meet the person that sent us to kill the mob bosses at a 3rd location. I still think the car says Cleo. Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna shank the quest giver after that. Why is the mob boss hanging out in a mine? Pretty crazy for an RPG to have vehicle combat at the time. It was, and you could tell that they were really proud of what they came up with, which at the time was a novel idea. Like, as time went on, it became kind of more of a meme, like how hard it was to maneuver the the Mako and stuff like that, to the point where there were t-shirts and all sorts of different stuff about it. But at the time, I mean, as I said, it was like the game came out in like 2006 or something. I can't think of another RPG that was doing vehicle combat as a thing. And it was just kind of a nice, bold step forward, and they continue to improve it. Hallie, you were hanging out back here this entire time. Bad Tally. I've never actually played the Far Cry series, so I have no idea if you would consider them an RPG or not. I always thought they were shooters. Which, at least at this time, like, Halo had vehicle combat. Like, I have to say that they probably took a lot from Halo when they came up with the one for this game. There's similarities, but I think Halo and Half-Life 2 are probably some of the earlier examples I can think of vehicle combat in game. Okay, so it has some RPG elements like talents and whatnot. Is it kind of like Borderlands? Okay. Let's play Borderlands. App boss? Syndicate hideout. Okay, we're not gonna do the thing. I have a bad habit of just like wanting to travel in straight lines in this game. So there'll be like a big mountain like this that's in the way. And I will just go up, and no matter how like hard it is to climb it, I won't look for a way around. Like this one very clearly has a path around it. Right here. Found it. But this is not the normal way I would do this. I would try and climb over this entire thing. This is why normally it takes me like 4 times longer to complete side quests than it needs to be. Do stuff like this. Oh. He wasn't even up here. Back. Nowhere near here. Just some rocks and a broken thing up here. But unless something's shooting at the Maiko, it can't be destroyed. It's like no matter what you do to this thing, you can't like tumble it off of a mountain and it'll be fine. Oh, hi. Right. Stuff, they got a base set up. Ooh, there's a lot of dudes. There is someone back here. There. Gotta level up. Second crime lord defeated. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn two scumbags. Problem. The Normandy. We just gotta find out where Helena Blake is hiding out. know we're in a race against time, but Fortuna of Horsehead Nebula. Sweet. Well, she doesn't want us to meet us on the Citadel, because I think that'd be a problem at this point. Fortuna. Nope, not the Gynolodolus. Nope, not the Rumelon. Nope, not Wentania. Oh. Maranthe. Of course. I knew it was Amaranth. Alright. Get help. Does all the crime bosses like to hang out on like snowy planets? Why? Engineering outpost. Yeah, she's engineering something. Social engineering her rise into the great empire of Helena Blake. Dun 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 dun. I will say, I do miss the fact that the later games got rid of the planetary exploration aspect of, like, some of these are downright pretty. I have, like, a screenshot folder just full of cool screenshots of, like, the planets that go to in Mass Effect. Helena!
Again, Commander Shepard.
How are you? It's
I
been
owe
so
you a
long.
Debt of gratitude.
Oop.
With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Ain't done yet?
I killed them because they deserve it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary.
No, because I'm just gonna kill you.
Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
They can make her disband the group, but I don't want that.
So am I, ma'am. If you won't come peacefully, I'll have no choice.
A pity. Neutralize the Spectre!
Did you just hear what you said? Now the door's open. You guys gonna neutralize the Spectre at all, or? Oh, jeez! Just ran right out and I headshot her. You don't neutralize Spectres. Spectres neutralize. You're upstairs, aren't you? Not come out. Anna Blake lies on the floor, bleeding from her wounds. He looks to you with a wry, respectful smile and opens her mouth to speak, but only blood comes out. A moment later, she's gone. Your work here is done.